And now for something completely different.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. Welcome to the Aloha Hour. I'm your host, Mike S. Miller.
I am not.
That's Edwin over there.
Aloha.
He likes to say things on Twitter to get me in trouble.
Yes.
I just want to disavow you, Edwin.
You should. Well, before we came on, I actually disavowed myself. Please do not. And Mike, I'm a pretty willful dude. And
like Wilful Brimley? Oh, that's Wilford.
Yes. I am Wilford Brimley.
I'm tired of this people trying to make me accountable for anyone other than myself and my children. Those are the people I am accountable for legally. If Edwin wants to say something, I don't have to agree with it. If SWC,
The funny thing is they mock you and they mock me too.
They don't even like me. I've heard them talk about me with Doug. These people don't even like me. Somehow I'm responsible for their existence on YouTube.
Yes.
Because of absolutely irrational freaking Kool-Aid drinking seal clapping lemmings that have no freaking common sense at all. And I'm sick of it. Own your own crap, people.
Mike, I kind of felt sympathy for one guy. Like, I understand part of it. Like, everybody's got their biases. Everybody's got their friendships. Everybody's got the stuff they're passionate about. Like, I get it. And you want to defend the stuff you're passionate about. But sometimes you got to take a breath. Somebody went in on somebody and said, "We see you defending Mike and Edwin." And like, you've got this dude confused with somebody else, because the guy that they were accusing of doing the defense has been a kind of a vocal critic about like all of the crowdfunding portion of Comicsgate. Like, he's not on that side. Like, he's only interested in like the part of Comicsgate that wanted to help out comic book shops and wanted to convince money. So like, he's not even a part of it. But one of these people was just so passionate and zealous, and because this guy was zinging stuff, he just affiliated it with us. And there's this idea that like there's these associations, and like, guys, there's really no such.
I am the only club I am a part of is the Church of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I am not affiliated with anything or anything else but that and my family. I'm friends with Edwin. I am friends with Doug. I will not defriend people for someone else's pleasure. I defriend people because they're douchebags. And even that time, most of the time, I won't defriend them. I'm sorry. I don't know what freaking set me off. That I got my wine. I was like, I have done so much work today. I saw
you, man. You were dumping
away. I'm just gonna freaking show your work. Show your work. I was gonna show my work. I was gonna say, you know what? I was also scripting today before. You didn't even see the stuff I was doing today. I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock. 7-ish. 8. Probably 7.
Did my confession while we were in the green room? So whenever me and Mike stream together, we always pray first. And I was like, Mike, I was kind of poking at people. And I just wanted to express, some of my remorse, because I try not to be competitive. I try not to be too contentious with people, right? And so I was like, Mike, I got to tell you about this before we pray, just so I can pray with a clean heart. And I had made a comment that if you're going on to these 5-hour live streams to pay to express anger or rage over emotions that somebody has manipulated you into having. And I said something that was very uncharitable. I said, you are probably a member of the International Association of Village Idiots. And then right before I came on, I caught the end of the Jack show because I was kind of happy to see, I was kind of happy to see how Cecil was doing. And sometimes they're funny. And right before I could log off, somebody paid to express outrage because I said it was kind of dumb to pay to express outrage. And it just about broke my brain because I think I may have set you off. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to bring any negative energy to you.
Well, that just brought it to my mind because some dimwit on Twitter today. I'm sorry, there's no other word for it. Some dimwit on Twitter was trying to say, "Oh, what a hypocrite I am," because SWC exists. And
can I say it?
What does that have to do with me? That has nothing to do with me. These people.
I remember SWC
for Alex Jones either. I'm sorry. Just because someone exists and you don't like them, you don't get to say it's my fault. You freaking moron. Go away. Block me, please. Oh my gosh.
You know what I do every day, Mike?
Stupid.
I self-censor 90% of the stuff that I would like to say some days because I know because they're using these guilt by association tactics. Anything I say is going to be weaponized and used to flail at you or Doug T or any of the Legion of Doom. So I have to every day, like when I'm on Twitter, I'm like, before I push send, I'm like, man, like other people are going to have to pay for my sins.
You didn't even want, oh my gosh. Oh, screw it. I'm going to say it. Yesterday, the Pie Man just was looking at what you wrote as a threat to Cecil. Or I think, I don't know, a threat to somebody. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was. But then he was saying that, what if I know people at Indiegogo? What if I go to them with Edwin's tweet and I tell them who he's associated with? He's freaking threatening me.
Like I have
me with going to Indiegogo, right? About something you said.
Actually, I didn't say anything. I posted his video. I posted his unaltered video.
That was the thing.
Hey guys at Indiegogo, I said this really dumb stuff, but somehow it's Edward's fault. So can you punish Mike?
What level of insanity is that?
I don't know, but someone will pay at least $50 in super chats to say, heck yeah.
Yeah.
If you think back in a book or sending a super chat actually owns me, I want you to empty out your wallet on super chats. I mean, make them big. Just own me all over the place. Dude, it doesn't. Oh, it hurts my face sometimes just trying to make it make sense.
I seriously just wanted to come and celebrate what a freaking good day I had today.
You did have a good day. I was tweeting out. It looked like you knocked out like 2 or 3 pages. I saw the.
I got all of this. I went through the Lone Star script again to send it to the letterer.
Okay.
And I got up to page 40, and then it got too noisy for me to write. And then I sat down and I started banging out these pages. I have this whole second page done. I finished the second page. I'm adding 2 pages
Bam.
to Magnificent Seven because everybody wanted, not everybody, but I got so many people saying, is Alex Jones going to be in it? So I'm like,
The amphibious bulk.
the amphibious bulk.
Oh,
And the great thing is he's just going to be green with purple shorts.
somehow. So all right. Somehow I feel like he should have a Pride T-shirt on, but I know that would because the frogs are gay, man. They're gay.
Oh, yeah. No, that's going to be his call sign when he's like, I was either going to go with something like they wouldn't like me when I'm angry because they're turning the frogs gay or something. I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
A fuzzy creature.
I don't know.
Let me catch this one. If a fuzzy creature says, "I will say Edwin shouldn't have bid on the dirt worm. Let Doug deal with that." Oh, it was just so dumb. It was just so dumb when I heard it, and I was really gobsnockered. That'll probably get clipped. Gobsmacked, snockered. I was taken aback. I was usually you never go full. You never go full rage. You always, we all get overwhelmed sometimes, but man, oh my God, that was like so much venom. I'm like, no, man, don't say that a book on Indiegogo is designed to harm somebody. That's you
Yeah, but
don't say that out loud.
What that stuff being said was ridiculous, and but
Doug is a public figure.
But the crap got on Cecil. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And Cecil took it personally. And I don't know where you stand with Cecil. I still like Cecil. So
well, he's told me to blow it out my butt and some other choice stuff. So, but
we are very forgiving folk, aren't we?
Let me say one thing. It looks like with that early art that Donald DeLay has done a pretty daggone good job. I mean, that looks kind of, it's not my book, but it looks like Donald's doing some good work.
I honestly think it looks probably like some of the best stuff I've seen from him.
Yeah, and I can say that, man. We don't have to play games and like, oh, I don't like these guys, so let me crap on their work. No, man,
no. But I don't like Donald.
Yeah. But that
I do like Cecil. I like Cecil a lot. I don't like Donald. I'm gonna wait until the end of the campaign. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be very vulgar and not something I would usually want in my library. But I think Cecil's hilarious, and it'll probably be a really fun read.
I think the people who enjoy Cecil's comedy and enjoying his persona will probably get a lot of enjoyment out of that book. A story about a tapeworm who wants to get back into a dog's butt that is essentially a dig at Doug T. Like really?
Well, you know what's funny? That's not entirely dissimilar from a sequel I had thought of for Osmosis Jones. Remember that movie Osmosis Jones?
Yeah.
I thought of a sequel where Osmosis Jones is evacuated and has to get back into his host from the outside, and it's like going through a jungle and deserts and all this other terrain that he's not used to because he's usually on the inside, being a white blood cell. And so he's trying to find his way back in. And I thought that would be a really interesting way to do it, right? Because it's like you'd have all these external things to deal with instead of the internal. But whatever.
Let's see. Margaret Miracle says, but it's not Malice. No, EVS looked kind of unhinged, man. That was that was something else.
I don't think there's anyone there to pull him back and say, temper that. Right? It's just you reap what you sow, and you're just feeding the outrage, and you're feeding it until you're gorged on outrage, and then you just say stupid stuff that honestly, and I wouldn't suggest it because nobody wants to hurt anybody's freaking business.
Yeah.
If he pisses off the wrong guy, he's gonna be, looking at if someone doesn't care about other people's businesses and he says the wrong thing, there are laws against slander, and
There are.
I wouldn't do it personally because I think that's a no-win situation. Even if I'm in the right, I wouldn't care to. I wouldn't want to hurt any of these guys' business, even though they clearly don't mind hurting mine. But I'm above that because I'm a better person, apparently.
Mike, in his arrogance, says that he is a better person.
You know what? I'm not the one that says it, generally speaking. Usually it's all these people saying, Mike, you have to be the better person. Because of why? Well, because you're the better person. Okay. I'll do my best.
All right.
By the way.
Yeah.
I put Kelsey in here.
Oh yeah. This is Kelsey Shannon.
Actually, I put Cecil in here too, but he doesn't have
Oh no. Wait, Mike Miller, why are you doxing Cecil in your comic book?
I know. It's terrible. I'm horrible.
Oh no.
I also put Mary Ellen from Order of the Green Hand.
Oh,
a really horrible rendition of Doug. It doesn't look anything like him. And this was supposed to be Matt Weldon, but I don't have any good reference for Matt.
Oh, you got to go on Facebook, man. That's way too skinny to be Matt. Yeah, you got to plump him up some.
Yeah. His full face. Well, it's not. I don't know what Cecil's full face looks like, so I gave him the glasses. I know what his nose looks like because he wore that mask that one time. So I think I got the right nose, glasses, and then whatever. If he doesn't want to be in my book, I can delete it.
That is a good Kelsey, though.
Since when is Weldon 70? Since he hasn't delivered my Brando pages. He said almost an hour ago, I'll send them in a minute. Matthew. He's going by the old adage, a year is a day is as 1,000 years.
Oh no! But I tell you what, tonight makes 70, or excuse me, 3 weeks into Project Naga.
And I am on. This is actually page 19.
Yeah.
Actually, this is page 18. My page. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can get back to it. My page 18.
Christ Energetic says this is all pretty stupid sounding, guys. You guys can apply all your sayings about anyone's bad behavior to your own self. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what we were talking about. And I was just saying I have to self-censor sometimes because I don't really want to poke at people. I really don't. But some days it's like after the sixth person has been like blah 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 blah. What?
Yeah, no, dude, I own it. I've absolutely done and said stupid things. It's true. So here's Dean Cain, the American Avenger, smacking the creature, but it happens to be Bernie Sanders' face popping out, and then here's the Hillary Clinton face from. Really, dude?
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Leaning backwards till it travels.
Ignore them and don't sweat it. Who cares? It's a lot. Christ Energetics. If it ever happens to you, good luck. Just ignoring, constantly being crap talked about, and having your business targeted. Not saying you can't. I'm just saying good luck. Why can't this cycle to the next dang image?
Yeah, but Christ, I really believe it is a lot of this stuff is going to dial down because I think even the people who are the most excited about it are probably getting fatigued from it.
Look, Mary Ellen, it's a really bad drawing of you.
Oh,
I was watching your show. She's in the chat.
oh, very nice. That's not a bad drawing. That's flattering.
It just doesn't look enough like her, but that's what she was wearing tonight. So I was like, and then I was trying to do Dave here, but I ruined that too. So I've done better. Sometimes Gotham says sometimes people shouldn't have to ignore it and just keep letting it happen. You have to at times stand and say enough. But even doing that doesn't do anything.
All right. So Calliope at Night says, "Art of the Hero, Mike. Just have fun with us tonight, Mike. We'll make you feel or help you feel.
Amen. Better. Amen. So, thank you, Calliope. These are. I just wanted to show you guys. I got 2 pages done today. Yeah, I had fun with this one. I was watching Order of the Green Hand when I did most of this stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's him. He's doing a reportage. Oh, you're welcome, Mary Ellen. And then, yes, the amphibious bulk. You like his little tuft of... Elijah's like, he should still look like Alex Jones. I'm like, I can't make him look like a freaking frog and Alex Jones. That's just... Actually, that would be very insulting if I somehow tried to do that. But whatever. I think he looks great.
Oh, she says she is honored to be in a Mike Miller comic book.
Comics legend. Wow, Mike is putting everyone in his comic except Edwin, who is right here every night supporting him. So messed up.
No, that's right, man.
On the last page, I am going to be... It's going to be a big old crowd scene. And I'm going to make it a tier that people can have their face on one of the people in the crowd. So it's going to be... The crowd scene is going to be a bunch of conservative, commentators, maybe politicians and whatnot. And mixed in with that, I will have people who can, pay, I don't know, a couple $100 to have their face in that crowd as well with all the...
but then Trump needs to be on the last page then.
That's the page I'm talking about. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Last page with Trump. Yeah. Not enough male vitality in that Alex Jones, right, Edwin? Male vitality.
Alpha male vitality.
What do you mean? Look at that frog. They're turning the frogs gay. Mike Soilo says, I think I told Miller about the Order of the Green Hand. Did you? Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice. Well done.
That's what Cecil did. I think his tier is about 300 or 500 for that. Oh, really?
But let me say this last final thought. Like all right, for anybody who might be like anger watching or hate watching or in the future, like I am somewhat sympathetic. I understand that a lot of you are very passionate about this thing and you don't want anybody to say anything bad about it, or you don't want anybody to tease the people you like. These are all very, very normal human, right? Very normal human reactions. But like, if you want the thing to be good and you want to make it appealing to people, you can't argue people into liking something. Like, I don't think I can say, like, you can't like this comic book. You'll be like, Edwin, you need to beat it. People don't work like that. People don't work like that. But by the same token, you can't make somebody so miserable that they'll all of a sudden share your same passion and like that same thing. So you have to decide what you want. The amphibious bulk.
The amphibious bulk. That's right.
Well, it's now the Order of the Green Lily Pad, I guess.
Yeah, it's funny because I was thinking about like coloring up to make him really froggish, like really look like frog coloring. Then I'm like, no, man, I should just make him green like the Hulk, just like straight green, you know. So, what is that? Are you eating chips?
We're on to chips.
I'm not allowed to have chips.
Oh, are you still cut off?
I'm cut off. My wife.
I'm ready.
My wife.
Did your wife see Bianca's video about the double chin?
I'm not gonna honor that.
No, Bianca will toss some shade, but that's okay. Like opinions vary. Opinions vary, right?
Yeah, what's funny is
Really?
I don't know if I want to get back into this.
Probably good.
Oh, am I sucking you back? Well, all I was trying to go with that
My
is
wife.
Really?
My wife wants me to make amends with Malin. And then Bianca did that video today about Malin is right and Mike Miller's prideful or some crap like that. And she's like, did you watch this video?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. She's all, what'd you think about it? Well, Bianca's wrong.
yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Bianca, you were wrong today. I'll still watch your videos. Like, you just can't. You shouldn't get too bent off of a different perspective. But unless Malin will sit down with you, unless Malin will sit down with you and be like, all right, let's work this out in private. That was a little tough watching homeboy calling you a liar for an hour straight. That's
I know. And the freaking bizarre thing is even after all of that crap, I still like John.
Yeah. But John has got some good qualities, man. John has got some good qualities. Like everything is not black and white.
Yeah.
Not everything is black. A lot of stuff is subjective.
Yeah. But he can't even comprehend the possibility that he's wrong.
And Mike is a troll. Mike is a troll. This is known. It is known.
Jeff Potts says, do not make amends with Malin. That whole clear the air thing was disturbing. Yeah, well,
but Rodwell is scolding me for dragging you back into stuff. But it sounds
that
like
was my wife. That was my wife dragging me into stuff.
Yeah. Are you getting trolled? Are you getting trolled by Mrs. M?
Comics Bear says, open your heart to Malin.
You just needed a minute to vent, though. But yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because somebody was like, someone brought up. They're like, do you miss Comicsgate? And I'm like, it's not Comicsgate. It's people, right?
Oh, did you see about Angleton? Did you see about Angleton today?
What?
He is in the hospital. It sounds like he may have had a heart attack.
Oh man.
Let's see if he got any. He said he crashed in the envelope or in the ambulance. When I hear crashed in the ambulance, that makes me think he had to be resuscitated.
Yep. I hope it doesn't mean the ambulance crashed because that would be bad.
Yeah.
I had a heart attack. Drove the ambulance right off a cliff. Yeah, let's pray for him then.
Yeah. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'll lead off and then jump. Father, one of our good friends, one of our good friends needs your intervention. He's experienced some severe physical pain today. He had to be taken to the hospital. Father, if it's your will, intercede and heal this man. Calm his heart, heal his body, heal his spirit, comfort him, comfort his family. turn his family towards your face. But bring their hearts and their spirits comfort, joy, and the peace that only you can bring from. And if it's your will, Father, heal this man, guide the doctors, and speed his recovery.
And Lord, help him not to face this as he is healed, as I trust in you. Help him not to face the financial burden of this devastating situation on his own. Father, help those who enjoy his person on YouTube, the community that he has built around himself to help fund the finances for this. Father, are going to be pretty hard, and we know that Englantine's already on a pretty tight rope as it is. So we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, let me see if I can get a hold of him tomorrow and then see if he needs any help. Are we doing Friday night auctions?
That is the plan. Matthew, well done. Get your butt in here. I don't see the... Oh, that's... I don't... Oh, that's a different one. Inbox. Oh, there we go. Lone Star Pages from Matthew Weldon. I'm going to download these, and we are going to premiere some Brando pages in a moment.
All right.
Matty Ice in the place. File name archive. Brando.
All right, as we show these pages, let me ask this to the chat. Is there anybody in our audience who is not familiar with Brando and the Unknown Soldiers? Does anybody need some context or some explanation for this? Because more than happy to pull up Lone Star Heart of the Hero and kind of show you who Brando is.
Okay, why isn't this not opening? All right, let me close out Froggy McFroggerson here and try to figure out why aren't these dragging an opening? Drag. It's giving me an anti-sign, so I can't seem to open them. All right, let me open them over here. Matt, why do you suck so bad?
Oh, oh man, that looks good.
Oh man.
Oh, that looks so good.
Weldon, you have the link. Get your butt in here. I will take no excuses.
Nailed it, man. Nailed it.
I don't know anything about Lone Star's universe, just Lone Star. Well, if you're familiar with the Unknown Soldiers, you will note in one of the early pages when we introduced the Unknown Soldiers that I want to drink all my wine. That each of the Unknown Soldiers is a veteran, or actually a quote-unquote casualty of a war somewhere. Brando is a casualty of the Korean War, and as such, this is his origin story as how he ended up in the Unknown Soldiers. So we have this first page where he's looking at some wounded soldiers being evacuated as he is on his journey with his unit. So Weldon doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, that's great.
I almost feel bad that I took away Matt's peanut butter emoji. I took away his peanut butter emoji and replaced it with this. So that Korean War. Yes, that is the Korean War. So let's, man, Good stuff, Matty. Matty Ice. Is he not? Did he say he's not coming in? Is he scared?
Did you say anything?
I don't
He
know.
probably said something about his fingernails and then said something goofy. Let's see.
He's like, I'm going to go pass out now, man. Mike, you're talking an English accent. You're so good at it. LOL. Thank you very much. What particular English accent are you wanting me to do? I'm still wishing Mike would put those Brando pages as a digital option. Then I would buy it in a heartbeat. I just can't afford those Brando pages with the shipping. Do I not have it?
But it would only be like an 8-page. You got a digital tier, right?
Do I for that? Maybe I don't have one for that campaign. You know what, dude? I have to wrap up one of these campaigns.
Yep.
Post haste. Because it's silly having two of them open.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Which one are you going to close?
I can't. I think I'm just going to close the old one because I'm at 178,000 something.
Right.
And then I could just push everything over to the other one.
I'll just add in a couple of tiers just in case.
Yeah, maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, post haste, says Comics Bear. He says post haste.
Well, no, you've got to say it in a Monty Python voice, or I almost don't even want to hear it.
Post haste.
Captain Hild says, Edwin, remind me, Brandon is killed in action in the Korean War. Yeah, man. Let's pull up. Let's go. Or do you want to show some more?
Yeah, I'll show them all. I don't care. I don't want to the last couple, but I don't think he's on. I don't think he sent me the last couple.
I've got Heart of the Hero loaded up though.
Heart of the Hero. All right, let me find it here. All right, page 2. Bam. Bazam.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it's quite good.
There they are. There they are. At the edge of a little village in the hills of Korea. You go scout the village.
Well, I got the rifles. You got the rifles right. Good job.
That is an M1 Garand, ladies and gentlemen. An M1 Garand. All right. I can't wait for this next page. I don't know. Let's simmer on this. I love Matthew Weldon's artwork.
Blow up the panel. Blow up the panel. The one on the right. Yeah. Nice pose.
Yeah.
Nice pose. Nice angle. That middle panel's money though.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great expression.
And then he did a great job on the rifle. Good perspective on the village. Yeah. Yeah.
So guys, you can get this on either of my campaigns at any time you want. So hit it up. You know where they at in the chat. I'm in the description, or just LoneStarComic.com. Oh, yeah, it's the second printing. So the second printing of Heart of the Hero has this 8-page story added to the back. So let's go to page 3.
It looks good in black and white, man.
Oh man, he doesn't have page 3. Well done.
You know, after a year and a half of Drawn and Quartered, I am really gaining an appreciation for art in black and white.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm kind of glad he doesn't have page 3, because what happens in page 3 is kind of
a
cool action drama thing. So, oh man, should I just have Weldon draw Lone Star from now on? Well, Alan Walker just gives me $2.99. Thank you, Alan Walker. I appreciate that.
I think having Weldon draw like these retro or these flashback books is a great idea.
Yeah. Maybe I should have him do all of the background books.
And like every week, I pitch a new retro story to Mike.
I know you guys might not. I don't know. Can you guys understand what's happening here just from the visuals? I mean, just take it one panel at a time. Because keep in mind, he's in Korea, and he don't speak Korean. So there's a very tense situation.
None of your business says they are doing drugs. Yes.
He's got to find that way to breach the language divide, you know.
Oh, bringing people together with myth. That is what is happening in the panel.
I love having people smoke in comics like they should. Like the good old days.
So good. This is so good. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one page he showed us before.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love the little girl.
And I think I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I've seen seeing Weldon grow over this past year. I think Weldon still has like I think he's probably only 80% of where he's at, where he can be, right? And he just keeps turning in. He just keeps turning in gold.
I just remembered what he.
Yep. I had a comment on that panel.
Yeah, the panels that are missing, or the pages that are missing, are so great for doing this preview, because the pages that are missing are like, it's great that we don't have them. So there will be some surprises when people get the book.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Take care of your gas problem.
All right, and so for the audience who doesn't know yet, if you're still learning about Lone Star and the Unknown Soldiers, all of the Unknown Soldiers are essentially superheroes. They're superhuman. They each have, all of them kind of have some amplified physiology, yeah?
Yep.
And then each of them kind of has a unique ability. But every single one of them died in one of the United States' conflict, whether it was World War II.
Quote unquote died.
Well, they're listed as KI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my universe, dead is dead. So.
Yeah. Could be. What is the Princess Bride?
Almost dead.
Yeah.
He's only mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
Tell me, what is it you have that's so worth living for? To brave? Does Weldon use those ballpoint pentels on his production work too? Yep. Yeah, he's a nut. But man, look at the results he gets. Look at the results.
I missed a $2.99 super chat from Alan Walker. There's no message, just a super chat.
All right, we got one more page. Let me open it and see if it's.
All right, preview it first, though. You don't want to. Cody, I am looking at chat right now, and I do not see any messages deleted. The only reason a message might get caught by the algorithm is if it had a link, or if it had some kind of profanity in it. It might be getting caught by the algorithm. But I do not see anybody deleting your messages, Cody.
All right, guys, I need to know from the guys in the chat. This is the page that explains how he became an unknown soldier.
No. You got to save it. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't give that away.
I gotta show it to you though. All right, I'm gonna send this to you in chat.
In Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the thing is like how he gets quote unquote approved is what he says. So it's not like
Yeah, man. But Trash
All right,
Fair says, Mike, don't listen to Edwin.
We're gonna save it. Mike, don't listen to Edwin. Show us.
I want you. All right, here's the deal, audience. I don't want to cheat you out of anything, right?
All right, go look on Twitter. Go look on Twitter and give me your.
I want you to have this experience organically, right? So you've got the book in your hands, you're reading it. Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah,
that is good.
That's better than I could do. That is
wow.
That is better than I would have done it.
That is so good. Oh man.
I wish I had an extra page.
Can you what
Actually, no, you know what? I think that works so great.
Oh wow.
And the last panel is such a great mirror.
Man. Yeah, it is. Oh wow. Weldon has absolutely killed it.
Oh my gosh.
No, Mike, you can't show that. Let people get that when the book are in their hands, man, so they get the full impact.
That's gonna make people cry.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. So I just looked at that, and Weldon, the final page of the.
That's making me tear up. I wrote the damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Weldon is the unknown superstar. Oh no! All right.
Man, I gotta write books for this guy.
Yeah.
For this guy.
So I'm telling you, man. You should. Let me pitch you another retro story. You can. 3/4 of the idea I pitched to Mike, he's like, "Oh, that's horrible." you were the worst. I thought you were my friend. Yeah. But you gotta swing to miss. Yeah, you gotta swing to miss.
Yeah. Yep.
But I do like to think, and I will selfishly claim some credit for the idea for Blood in the Jungle and Weldon doing those scenes, the workup for Blood in the Jungle. Yeah, I will selfishly claim at least 5%.
No. The Blood in the Jungle ideas were much better than your other idea.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to think of a way to expand it. Yeah. But
I just try to avoid cliches like they're the plague.
Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, I like the general idea. We just need to make sure it doesn't. It just needs massaging.
Yeah.
But guys, honestly, I'm on the verge of tears. Weldon.
Oh crap!
He's phenomenal. If you guys haven't supported this book, at least just get one copy. I mean, nobody has to go buy a bunch of different copies, but you're going to want a copy of this. Can you have these colored with a retro feel for the period? Yeah, I wouldn't want them all highly saturated. All right. Victor, can you just lay off? Just get off the whole topic. We're done with that. All right. Cody Drake says, I love Mike and Edwin. It doesn't mean I agree with everything, just like everyone else you love. That's right, Cody. We love you too. And yeah, I don't agree with
Oh well,
everything.
I wake up some days and I don't even agree with some of the stuff I said. I'm like, what was I thinking? That was pretty dumb.
Yeah. The thing is, it's important to be self-reflective and admit when you say and do stupid things. Although, there are people who will just use you admitting you say and do stupid things against
Oh
you.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Of course. Edwin says he says dumb stuff. Of course I do. Of course I do. I'm walking and talking. I'm gonna say some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Captain Hiltz, when you have this in your hands and you see the final page of this story, what I want you to do, Captain Hiltz, when you get this book and you sit down, disconnect from like noise, music, just sit down and read it in the quiet. Reread Lone Star Heart of the Hero first, then read this. And if you read it and you sit down in the quiet where you don't have distractions, you're going to tear up a little bit. Oh.
I know. This makes me want to do another Brando story though, like more Lone Star prior to Lone Star Heart of the Hero, because for those who don't know, Brando dies in Lone Star Heart of the Hero. So it's
Brando was in my retro story.
Yep.
Victor says, "Can I at least say Ethan is attractive, bright, just a pretty cool guy?" Oh man, that's going to get
You can go say it on Twitter when whatever, but
it's all right. It's all right, Victor.
I don't agree with myself. Agree on reflection. Real men can't admit errors. No, real men can admit errors. Cody, I think you got that a little off. Oh man, dang it! I know. I'm like ignoring this page because I'm sitting here staring at the final page. I'm like, All
right, so there's a couple people that haven't read Lone Star. And if you haven't read Lone Star, you got an opportunity to get it. Don't buy Lone Star because you're owning anybody, anything like that. Buy it because you think it might bring you some joy. And it is a good story. It is an absolutely, obviously I'm biased because Mike is my friend. But beyond that, it is a good story. So Lone Star and the Unknown Soldiers, they are kind of a quasi-governmental secret task force. And they fight stuff that the cops and the Army and the FBI can't handle. In this first story arc, Lone Star and the Unknown Soldier are squaring off with kind of a group of vampires. What you're seeing right here, if you're just looking at this for the first time, you'll find some stuff out about Lone Star, the character. When he's not on missions, though, he goes out at night, kind of like a classic superhero vigilante, and he fights street-level crime. Because his unique ability, that's unique to him, he can sense the fear of the innocent.
No, he can sense the fear of anybody.
But he's kind of able to distinguish. Yeah. I think he can kind of taste the difference between.
That was one of the edits I did for before I sent it to the letterer. Was when he was facing off against one of the other gang members, and the fear came over the gang member. His fear sense goes off. He's like,
"Oh yeah." But he is able to distinguish. So kind of like a Daredevil or a Spider-Man or some of these classic characters, one of the things he does is fight good old-fashioned street crime, right? And so this is real interesting here because it was either this page or this page got Mike banned, or I don't know if you're banned, but this issue This issue was banned from Kickstarter. I still think you should try again in the future.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm watching Doug's campaign.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing a poll. I know Twitter polls don't matter, but I remember a Twitter poll that was asking. Actually, I think I did the Twitter poll. If you were Kickstarter only, Indiegogo only, or both. And the both and the Indiegogo. No. The more people would do both. It's not as exclusive as it was.
As it was, more people.
So you might be losing some audience, but it's not going to be like 50% of your audience.
No, yeah, I don't think it'll.
So people aren't all the people. The people who are like, I'm not going to use Indiegogo. It's like this tiny percentage of people, right? It's the same thing with, I'm not going to use Kickstarter. It's the same tiny percentage. So you're going to lose a tiny percentage from one side or the other, but I don't know if it's honestly worth the hassle.
All right. So if you're watching, this is Lone Star, all right? And he is the founding member of the Unknown Soldiers. His full name is Robert Miller. Mike, tell him what his name originally was.
Robert Mueller.
So, and then we had all the political events last year. So
I'm like, well, the thing was, I always wanted to name him after my grandfather, but I didn't want to name him exactly after my grandfather. So I'm like, Mueller's the German spelling of Miller, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, Trump syndrome.
And if you're looking at all these unknown soldiers, to you, they should appear to be in their mid-20s to about what, maybe 32 at the oldest.
Yeah, they're in the prime of life.
Yeah, because these were all active duty soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen.
Hey, Max.
All right. So here is Brando. Government name Elijah Cromwell.
Oh, but scroll up. I have to tell this story again for people who don't know it. Okay, see Scout, Locke Skinner?
Yep.
So one of the complaints from one of these SJW crybabies was, oh my gosh, he named the Native American character Locke Skinner, like a scalper. And I looked at him like, yeah, that is kind of what it means, doesn't it? but the hilarious part about that is that in my first campaign, I had one of my tiers was name an unknown soldier. It was $3,000. It sold the very first day. So for the whole campaign, I was like, all right, I never heard from this person who bought this $3,000 tier. I was almost ready to go to print. And I finally hear back from this person, and they're like, oh, I wanted it to be named. I knew the last name was Skinner, so I was just going to kind of use the name. I don't want to say the first name, but the first name was a lady. And I'm like, I'll just do a male version of the lady's name. But just before I went to print, they finally got back, and they're like, I want it to be my son's name. His name is Locke. I'm like, you're kidding me. That is the coolest name ever. So, yeah, it was like I didn't even plan to name this character Locke Skinner, and I got grief for it from the SJW. It was so funny.
All right. So this is Brando. And let's see if we can turn down and show Brando's power. All right. So this one character is called Hothead. And if you can see right away, you see Hothead's power. He's heating up a pot of coffee. And then their shirts kind of match up a little bit with some of their stuff. His shirt definitely does. All right.
Yeah, some do.
All right, and here, Mike, I even had like a story about little bit about a line about investing because of Brando, because of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got talked now.
All right, so they have a little bit of a hullabaloo there, right? A little bit of a hullabaloo, but let's go down. Lone Star has a date with a lady. I'm moving kind of fast. So he comes back. And he's getting teased, and Hothead
Over
is a little bit vulgar.
water and food.
He's kind of, if you've ever seen Office Space, he's kind of making his O face there, and Lone Star lets him have it.
Crack. That's actually one of my favorite panels in the whole book.
Well, it's nice extension on that punch. It's nice extension, full rotation.
And I think that's the only face punch in the book.
All right, so Hothead comes up. Looks like he's got a table leg there that he's lighting up, right? His power is to make things hot. And this character here, if it's not clear, this is Brando. Now, when the unknown soldiers access parts of their powers, sometimes you will see their eyes go white.
Yep.
And you see, Brando is able to influence emotions.
I don't know.
And he has just calmed them down. Dr. Livingston,
Yeah, I did that on purpose. I gave Brando one, other than Lone Star, pretty much the biggest role in Heart of the Hero, so that it would hurt when I killed him.
yeah. So Dr. Lone Star, I guess, is the tactical leader of the unknown soldiers. Dr. Livingston is the executive. Yeah. All right, so they're getting ready to get in the Humvee, and of course Brando juices them a little bit. And then Pastor asked Brando if he's ever used his mind control on him. And he doesn't really get a good answer.
Which is funny because that's what we were talking to Quinn about the other night, about how he would never trust Professor Xavier.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to show anymore, though. Do we want?
Everybody's got it.
Yeah, you want me to keep going?
Everybody who wants it has it. I mean, we're already working on 2, so.
All right, so they've gotten word about this potential group of vampires down in these sewers, and they go down.
If you haven't gotten Lone Star 1 yet and you want it, and you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely does. And there's a couple of there's a couple of things that'll get you in the feels. That will get you in the feels.
Oh man, wait till issue 2. If I don't have people freaking crying in issue 2, I will have failed my mission. Dude, I get emotional when I'm going through this stuff.
Yeah,
I know what's happening.
Oh, crap, it's a rock.
All right, and the convention that is used in the book, whenever there is a flashback scene, you're going to have some sepia tones. And if you look at the framing on the panel, you see the heavy cross hatching that makes it kind of look like it's got a kind of hazy boundary. That's kind of to let you know that's a flashback. Yeah.
That gets fleshed out in issue 2, by the way. We get a little bit of history of who and why Lone Star is who he is.
Right, and this is your introduction to the main villain.
Spa Dog. Oh man, I can't wait to work on issue 3. I want to work on all this stuff. So I'm very happy about doing the Magnificent 7, but writing Lone Star 3, I'm super stoked to start drawing that, man.
All right. So in this first book where we're first introduced to Brando, and here is Lone Star getting down, and this kind of gives you a sense of the lethality of Lone Star here. Um, and you should, one of the takeaways from this you should get is that Lone Star is fairly durable.
You know, if you go back up,
Mhm.
this kind of like tight in close quarters combat is what, if you scroll up a little more, I dig this kind of stuff, right? Like not like Aikido or anything necessarily, but just like really in close and not like just big. I've been drawing people punching each other in the face because no writers know anything about fighting, right? For 28 years, I'm drawing people punching each other in the face because that's all writers know. And, you know, being trained in martial arts, in 3 different martial arts, it's fun for me to like choreograph fights that are not just, he does a right cross to the, which is totally hypocritical because in Magnificent 7, I just have one of the characters saying right cross, but it's because he's right wing. So that was like the joke. But yeah, I love that close quarter stuff. That
I will say Lux Skinner's elbow should be down a little bit.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah. I was when I was in the Army, I was a close quarter shooting instructor for a little bit. Yeah, and you want to keep everything tight.
Yeah.
Keep it tight. If
I know,
nothing,
and usually I do that. I don't know why I didn't do it there. I have no excuse. Asuka says Lone Star getting kicked in the nuts was lame. Yeah, but it was realistic.
Yeah.
That's the point.
and Svarog is very physically powerful.
Yep.
Okay, we need to have a bunch of iron protection.
Oh, crunch. And look at the second panel. Can't you just feel his pain in that second panel? Like balled up, like.
Ooh. Oh.
If you're a man, you know what he's feeling right now.
Now you're a man. Man. No. Oh. Yeah, wake up in the morning and eat a bowl of grape nuts, I guess.
Oh.
That's a nice face.
Who is the monster here? That too is it's like planting a seed for issue three's whole explanation.
Yeah, and don't think that Svarog is a cardboard cutout character. You're gonna learn more about him. Well, when we do perform this next time, we do need Quinn here. I want to have Quinn do Svarog because I think.
Asuka says, "I like Lone Star's butt cheeks squishing up." Comics Bear asks, "Doesn't Lone Star have super balls?"
But what you can say, if we were going to do the power grid for Lone Star, and we were going to list out all his powers like one of those classic, the handbook to the Marvel Universe, we would definitely have to put testicular fortitude. It is absolutely testicular fortitude.
Well, that's stamina and recovery time.
Yes.
Recovery time is far beyond that of a mortal man. Otherwise, he'd be dead.
Specifically enhanced testicular fortitude. He's got brass ones.
Peace out, Nighthawk.
Less talking, more dying.
I'm running out of iron here. Six of our miners weren't even working.
Mm.
7, 8, 9, 10.
That'll catch your breath right there.
Thank you, Asuka. I think I did better in issue 2, and I hope to do better in issue 3. So I'm trying to grow with each successive book. I want to do my absolute best in this series. So,
all right, now we've given you spoiler warnings. I'm going to give you one more. So,
yeah. Hold on. Captain Hills has a question regarding that. One thing I was confused a bit about here, I get it for the overall trilogy, but why did Lone Star just rebar Svarog to the wall and not finish him off? He was about to finish him off. And then, what happened, Elliot?
All right. Hang on. All right, look. If you haven't read this yet and you don't want to be spoiled, you need to dip out. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
See, he's about to kill him, but Brando, his oldest friend, calls out for his help.
He's been overwhelmed
by trans vampires. No, just kidding.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, that one vampire's hair was supposed to be blonde, but whatever. Sorry. Stick around, Commando. Yeah, that's my one Schwarzenegger line in the book.
And you can see the other unknown soldiers are engaged a little bit further down. And vampires are strong. The unknown soldiers are all have enhanced physiology, but vampires are strong.
Yep. Everybody's superhuman in that panel. MHS Smith says, would those be transpires?
Hang on. Let me zoom in here. I'm going to see it here. I guess that worked. Wait. Yeah. All right. I saw that little head popping off in the back. Mike, is that a self-insert? No.
Yeah, that's a twist I tried to hide from everyone until the book came out. And then I didn't even talk about it for months, a long time since the book came out, until the second book was solicited.
Yeah.
And then he starts just seeing red.
Yeah, well, Brando was Lone Star's oldest friend.
Yeah. Oldest surviving friend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, oldest surviving friend. And then, of course, Hothead superpower is to make everything worse.
Oh. But I like, I don't often brag about my art. I'm just saying I like Lone Star's face in that third panel. Like just the triggering, I guess. It's like freaking Hothead. Nick C says, you killed Brando, not Brando.
It is a great face. It's because I'm almost kind of glad the face is a little bit funny, because you've had this moment. He's still in the moment, but just it almost gives you a space to. Hothead may not be breathing right here, but it allows the readers to breathe for a moment.
Oh, Captain Helt's going back to the other scene. I get that. I guess I just figured Lone Star would have gone angry blood rage on Svarog too, but I guess Svarog was gone at that point. Well, he was just in a fight, you know. He's probably got his blood up more about Hothead here than he does about Svarog. You know, it's just a guy trying to kill him. He has been fighting this fight for 80 years of people trying to kill him, so that wouldn't have gotten his blood up as much as you might think. Thank you, Victor. Too much kicking through the uprights. That was in the gut. That wasn't a nut shot.
Just going through quickly. And so there's quite a bit here, and you're going to learn more about Svarog. But I think we will perform this whole thing soon, yeah. We'll just get a couple of readers together so you get some nice distinct voices.
Mm-hmm. And I was saying one of my I can't remember who it was, but they said that their wife was like, Lone Star's a coward because he left her instead of being with her in order to protect her. If you could read that last part.
Yeah. My name is Lone Star.
Try to hit the middle.
I'm not a hero. I'm just doing what has to be done, even when it hurts.
That's what being a hero is.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh, that's super.
Okay, try to get as much in there. We're just gonna figure out some.
All right, that's Lone Star. One more.
Try to get the bitters.
Cody Drake says, when Edwin reads it, chills my spine.
Now this is the Mike Miller insert right here, the dark web. And then imagine, you probably should have put the little Miller laugh right here. I like the sound. All right.
Right. So that's Lone Star, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not backed it, it's in the description right after the restream link. That's issue 1. Issue 2 is being colored. I'm actually really irritated with my color, so I'm gonna take some of the pages away and give them to another colorist because my colorist took on too much work. And I can't keep putting up. This thing has to go to the printer, so it's
all right. Now pull up one of the Weldon pages again, since we got everybody refocused on Brando.
all right. Where did I put those? Let's go back to page 1.
All right.
Oh, they're being honored.
So this is in the Korean War, and this is going to tell you the story of how Brando becomes an unknown soldier. Oh my God, the 8th page for this is so good. So good. Weldon is probably going to make you get, Weldon is probably going to make you get a little teary-eyed. He's gonna
cry. You're gonna cry. I mean, I got almost teary-eyed and I wrote the darn thing. So he'll get you to care about, okay. That was kind of the plan. Get you to care about this character. And then when you see what happens, and how it happens, it's not just what happens, because you already know he's marked killed in action, but how it happens and why he essentially qualifies to be an unknown soldier. Yeah, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. feeling deep inside. Oh yeah. Captain Helt says, insert MASH music here. Suicide is painless. It brings on many changes. And you can take or leave it if you try.
Yeah, but I'm trying to talk Mike into backfilling as much of the stories of Lone Star and the Unknown Soldiers as I can, while he's still trying to push forward at the same time.
Yep. I need a whole company.
Yeah.
I dig this part. I know it's like a simple there in there, but the fact that they're connecting and communicating without language, that was just, I think Welt did a really good job.
Well, that's kind of what it's like interacting with Weldon during Drawn and Quarter. So if you back the reprint of Heart of the Hero, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this story by Weldon in addition.
Yeah, and it'll have words and color.
Yeah.
Did Radar kill himself in MASH? No, Radar did not kill himself in MASH. What are you talking about? In fact, Radar was in After MASH. I don't know if you guys remember that short-lived show.
After MASH, yeah.
Walter O'Reilly survived to come back home.
It's even good in black and white. The only thing is, if you were going to leave it in black and white, I'm sure he would have done a couple of things different. But yeah,
they're huge up here.
Good stuff.
Bianca Fights Zombies says, I'm looking at the Indiegogo now. The Huang Nguyen cover looks good. Yeah, I don't know if you remember Wang Nguyen from Punisher Warzone back in the 90s. He was the up-and-coming next Jay Lee. And then he left the comics industry to go work in video games. And he's been in gaming ever since. And he's coming back with some crowd-funded comics. And so we're going to be promoting him when he gets that up and running.
Very cool.
Leave it in black and white. This is nice. Well, I mean, I'd love to, but I don't think it would fit the book. I think just a very desaturated story.
Yeah.
But
it's not.
Look at him holding the little girl.
Oh. Weldon has left space for color, if that makes sense. He didn't draw it to only be black and white.
Yeah. His boys. I love that panel. Look at that.
And now Weldon has some work that you can back right now, by the way, if you want to. Do we have time to show for Weldon real fast?
Yeah, sure. Bring it up.
Let's see. Punchline. Oh, dude, Gary sent me a draft copy of what he has so far for Titan.
Yeah.
Dude, it is so good. It's got some depth to it, man. I was like, Gary Shipman.
Gary's good, man. He's underrated.
Like the writing is good. It is. Gary is firing on all cylinders. Yeah, let's see. Let me share the. So right now, Matthew Weldon is part of a monthly title called Punchline that gets published through Antarctic Press.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are we going?
And so what him and his partner Bill Williams do, his creative partner, is about twice a year they offer these collections. And so this Indiegogo, and this thing was fully funded on Kickstarter. So this stuff is ready to go to the printer, right? This will collect issues 6 through 10. It's a great story. This is Matthew Weldon's art. Bill Williams writing, lettering. Sometimes Williams inks some stuff too, but this is it's over 120 pages, I think, all in on this. They've got PDFs, and you can even get the Blood Sisters. Like if you've never read Punchline in your life, you can get caught up. So this would give you issues 1 through 5 for only $8, which is about the cheapest possible way that you can get Punchline. You can get all of it for $15 on PDF, and then their trade paperback, they're only asking $20 for essentially 5 comics worth of story in a trade paperback format. So it's quite a good price point on that, actually. And they're doing a hardcover. I may have to get myself one of these hardcovers because I really like what these two guys are doing with this stuff.
I believe I was his number 1 backer.
Nice. And these are some of the covers they did. This one was great.
Actually, that's not fair. I was his number 1 and number 2 backer.
I
bought both trade paperbacks, but in two separate purchases.
So anyway, this is Punchline. This is Punchline by Bill Williams, Matthew Weldon. He is drawing that Brando story that we just showed to you. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Unbelievable. Unbelievably good. And I think he must have passed out because he never said anything else in the chat after he said the pages.
Victor says, "Is there words in Titan or just pictures?" No, man, it's a full-on graphic novel. It's a full graphic novel with great writing. Gary is absolutely. Let me see if I can show you a high-res image. I'm not going to show you what he sent me, but he did send me some high-res images the other day. And the image that he has on his Indiegogo campaign, it's kind of reduced a little bit. So where is Mr. Shipman? Where is Mr. Shipman? Gary Shipman. Anyway, I'm going to make him another promo real quick. Let's see. I can't show any spoilers, but let's see. Pull this one out so you guys can see this a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Application window. I was like, Gary, you gotta send me something higher res. And absolutely beautiful.
I'm going to share the amphibious bulk on Twitter.
In this world where there is little hope, in this world where hope is little, only a speck of truth remains. A hero must rise from the smallest of places. Justice has a name, and you're looking at it. Titan. And then I don't know if you guys can see it on this version, but there is actually there's actually a quote from Psalms 37, 1 and 2 on the bottom. All these pages, I've got maybe 12 plus pages from Gary. Mike, it's all gold, man. It is all gold. There's no fluff or filler.
Yeah. I believe it. All right.
All right.
I'm pulling up these 2 pages with Alex. It's kind of funny because the story played itself out as a 22-page story, Magnificent Seven, and then everyone demanding that I put Alex Jones in it. Maybe I could put that back up on screen. Hold on, where is it?
Yeah. Do that, man.
Open. Yeah, just open this. Cool. Everyone demanding that so many people asking, is Alex Jones in it? Which I'm not a huge Alex Jones fan, but you give them what they want. So yeah, I'm like, well, I'm not just gonna do a single page, because you know he has to do the transformation, and then on the second page I'll have him interacting and maybe yelling some hilarity about turning frogs gay or something. I don't know. But then it should play right into the page following, which I showed earlier. So there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the amphibious bulk. The amphibious bulk.
You wouldn't like Alex when he's angry. And he's angry all the time.
That's right. Alex Jones! Felix House says, this is going to be good. Who did the colors on cover C, Gone with the Wind? That was my standard colorist, Nanjan Jamberry. So, yeah. And then I did up the... I upped the saturation just a smidge. Yeah. Josh Graydon says, yo, Mike, what degeneracy is this? This is for the Magnificent 7, my political parody comic book that I will be, I don't know, as soon as I'm done drawing it and get some pages colored, then I will announce when I'm going to go ahead and launch it. Maybe get a landing page up and running so people can sign up for the email list. But until then, I just want to get it drawn while I'm waiting for my colors.
How much longer do you need to finish the final pages? And do you have a rough out for the cover yet?
Dude, I have Alex Jones on it now. I honestly might need 9 covers. I was only going to do 7 covers, but then I'm like, that's Alex Jones, and then I should do one cover where they're all on it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Would people want just the Alex Jones cover? I don't know.
Maybe.
If it is you, just won my cash. What? What? Is that Alex Jones? It's Alex Jones.
But there should be at least one cover that is just Trump.
Just Trump?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I don't think so.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe with the Magnificent 7 set in the inset on the upper left, you know, the little and then a big old Trump.
No, I mean I can do it where there's a big old Trump, but it would have to feature the Magnificent 7. So.
A fuzzy creature, does he become the frog or does he fight the? He becomes the frog. That is the amphibious bulk.
Yeah, you see his eyes turning into amphibian eyes before he bulks up to literally be the amphibious bulk. Bianca Fights the Zombies. Bianca, have you even backed the book? Phobic Xeno says, hello, is that a frog? That is the amphibious bulk.
This is the Super Saiyan form of Alex Jones.
That is correct.
When he bulks out.
Yeah.
His rage transforms him into the...
Does he end up turning gay? No, he doesn't. Or if he does, that's not part of the story. But anyways, I think it's time to wrap this stream up. Edwin, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, everybody, keep Ingleton in your prayers, and I will try and get a hold of him. We may need to come together and try and do something for Ingleton. You may know him as I Love Comics. He had to go to the hospital today with what sounds like a possible heart attack.
Yep. So yeah, keep him in your prayers. Hoping we get some good news by the time we get up tomorrow. The frogs were turning gay, says Guy from Red Bank. Yes. So thanks everybody for being here. Bianca says, this is the first time I really looked at the Monster Hunt. Well, look at Lone Star, Bianca, and Monster Hunt. This isn't Monster Hunt. This is Magnificent Seven. So, and please say a prayer for Kyle, says Cody Drake. Yes, everyone keep Kyle in your prayers too. Absolutely. Kyle's a good guy. Good guy. He's one of the good guys.
He is.
So we're going to wrap it up. Edwin, why don't you, everyone, like and subscribe and share all that stuff. If you want to have access to these fun emojis that everyone gets to play with if they're a member, it's as little as $2 a month. So please hit that subscribe, hit that join button, and become part of the Art of the Hero family.
Absolutely.
Other than that,
I need more sodas.
bye Lone Star. And sub to Edwin. And be good, everybody. Be good.
Yeah. Well, or be as good as you can, right? We're not asking for too much. Just be as good as you can. But thank you for spending part of your night with us. Good evening and aloha.
Aloha.
Because we're going to turn it around and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.